Hello, John.
Oh wow, you're real.
How are you?
Doing well. A little early here.
Yeah, whereabouts are you?
Like West Coast, Washington State.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
San Juan Islands.
Is that near Seattle?
Yeah, it's like almost an offshoot of Vancouver Island.
I
So
see. I see.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, John, tell me your seeking story and what got you here. If you watch my
Um,
video, you've heard this a lot, right?
so you're probably wondering how I found you,
Yeah.
or
Or what?
um, you popped up on my podcast feed, sort of when I was lying in bed. I listened to most of one, very direct approach. Um, and then probably about 3 or 4 minutes of another one and decided, hey, maybe I'll just try this. So I'm not just gonna binge this stuff.
Yeah,
So kind of thought about it for a little while, kind of, percolated a bit.
yeah,
Um, and really it was like, you know what, this is something I've never done. So
okay.
I'm just gonna try it out and, like, stop thinking about it and just do it,
Yeah.
see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? So
So
here I
tell
am.
me, yeah, so tell me your seeking story, like your spiritual non-duality seeking, whatever it is.
Yeah, sure. I uh always had I mean, I wouldn't say always, but since I'd say teens, had a kind of light interest in Buddhism and in meditation. But it was kind of, disappeared for a long time throughout my 20s. I'm 38 now. I'd say about 3 years ago, I picked up a meditation app, um, jumped into it, took after probably 2 or 3 months, really got into it. Um, but then discovered inquiry. I'd always thought thought it was largely about sort of clearing your mind and
Yeah,
seeing what happens, right? So it was a struggle.
yeah,
Um, and then discovering inquiry was something to sort of dig my teeth into, so to speak. So just really, really got absorbed in it. Um, Went on a few retreats. Um, the first one was diff pretty difficult. I mean,
yeah.
just the physical element of it was particularly hard. I get really, really sore. But I've been on three since that one. And those are more focused on inquiry. You actually work with a partner through, I'm not sure if you're familiar with dyad practice.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's just dyads all day.
I used to do that too. I used to
Oh,
teach it actually. I used to do diet sessions with inquiry and all that kind of stuff, right? So
no
that
way.
was
Okay.
15 years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you know my story, I was a spiritual teacher for about 10 years. I was teaching meditation and
Okay.
um and I just noticed that no one was getting out. It was just a never-ending kind of like merry-go-round of people. And then there was like trauma work. I also thought that um forgiveness lessons. It was just chakra work, shadow
Hmm.
work, inner child work. It was just all these work that was just circling around. And
Hmm.
um, um, and then I also noticed that I was also just, the realization, seemingly, right? Because that was 15 years ago, um, was still a form of seeking and validation.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
um, and then I went to a tailspin of depression and anxiety. Felt like what do you call that again? The imposter syndrome kind of thing.
Hmm.
Here I am,
Yeah.
a figure of authority with people looking up to me, and was still
Hmm.
going through my own stuff basically, right? So,
Hmm.
and then this latest thing that happened is just I suffered immensely with just hiding panic attacks, anxiety, addictions, that kind of stuff, right? normal
Hmm.
variety of
Yeah,
seekers,
yeah.
right? That gets through that. And this direct approach is almost like a mimicking of what happened. So
Hmm.
that's why I go there, right? So for example, what do you believe at this very moment, this very second, just this second, without going to the past or the future?
Um, the first thing I notice is yeah, that's it. Um, yeah, there's a lot of trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So what if without the observer, the one that's trying to figure it out? What's between the observer and the observed? There's a very subtle directness that does not really
Hmm.
have a response, right? And if you take away the past and the future, there's almost like a clarity without language, without concepts, without any ideas, basically. Although what I'm saying is a concept, an idea, and I'm still in
Yeah.
the language, right? So if you take away the language at this moment, what's there? What are you without language at this very instance?
Um, I mean, there's a sense of something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's like a quietness.
yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, there's the
Yeah.
ringing in my ear.
Good. That's a good sign. it's
Yeah.
it's almost like a hack, right? Like an awakening enlightenment hack. Because the
Hmm.
mind, when I was teaching the inquiry, much blessings to people that taught the inquiry, but the mind is so fast for that now, right?
Hmm.
It tries kind of like, even when I asked you the first question, it started kind of like almost like seeking right away, looking for a narrative.
Yeah.
So all
Yeah.
words are made up.
Yeah.
Find me a word that's not made up.
Um, if I could, I mean, um, it's almost a sense of the mind trying to head it off, I guess. Trying
Yeah.
to trying to like
So there's this
yeah.
directness that it's like in between the left brain and the right brain, basically, or the in between opposites. And when you go there, you see that there's really no opposites. Like that liminality, that space in between, that fulcrum, the swing back and forth, not swing, but seesaw, basically, where it goes up and down, this and that. So what's in between this and that? Or what's it between the famous word, this is it, and this is not it?
Sort of like confounding. Um, I'm just sort of noticing this compulsion to
Take away the
sort of
next, take away the past, take away this present moment, even. What do you have left? And I talk to a lot of people that are meditators and self-inquiry people, right? And it's the same thing over and over again. They close their eyes, what I'm saying, try to find that space. But it's like playing ping pong, right? The mind is playing ping pong, right? But if you drop the observer, then the observed drops away.
Hmm.
Then the ball stops. You will pick it up again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah,
that. It's like even that computer pong game. I don't know if you're old enough to, like it
yeah,
goes. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
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 yeah. It's often overlooked, right? Because it's so there. Read so many texts about this. We've heard so many teachings about this. We've heard a bunch of stuff about this, right? But the mind seems to adapt to it if you look at it.
yeah,
Like
to
it's like I was,
conceptualize it.
yeah, I was talking to someone that has watched just before you actually about 100 videos basically. And then when we finally did the one-on-one, they're like, well, how come I was not getting it with just watching it? Some people just adapt to that, right? But when you're confronted directly with it, like for example, at this very instance, again, right? What's between knowing and not knowing?
Um,
The mind can't really go there if you're being direct with the question, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
so it distracts,
yeah. So
sort
this
of,
is yeah, so
yeah,
this is almost like a gentle unfolding, right? Not in the thoughts, not in a back and forth of the mind, but it's like stillness unfolding. I don't know how to explain it better than that.
mm-hmm,
Kind of like that ring of the ear, right? It's almost like the clarity goes a little bit wider, but very, very, very gradually.
mm-hmm,
And that's what happened to me. I was about to have a panic attack. I just went straight to DJing. And then lo and behold, like what I've been doing all my life basically is every time that I would get stressed, I would do something like um before I used to record cassette tapes, you know what I'm saying, from record, try to
mm-hmm,
make mixtapes and everything. Music just seems to take my mind out of it basically because there's this automatic doing of things. It's like when you're running, right? All of a sudden things get a little bit brighter. I don't know if you're a
mm-hmm,
runner or if you're
mm-hmm,
doing sports or if you're doing art, like artists go into that spaciousness basically where they can spend hours and hours, painting a
mm-hmm,
canvas or something, um,
mm-hmm,
or um, or anything basically that's just very direct.
mm-hmm,
The
mm-hmm.
mind actually is like an aftermath. It's almost like a delayed response to what's happening. Very, very, very subtle, kind of like, like gap between what's happening. And the mind kicks in and goes, this is it, or this is not it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It can be difficult because there's a kind of hook there. It's so satisfying to get
It
it.
is. It's the
To,
addiction.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
almost like an addiction to the next, an
It
addiction to finding out, an addiction to getting somewhere, an addiction
yeah.
to, but if you look at it, it creates a past, right? To maintain a
Mm-hmm.
future. And then you're blinded by the current isness or
Mm-hmm.
whatever you might want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
before you can say this is it, the mind goes, oh, it's too simple. This can't be it.
Yeah.
So I beat that by going, what's between this it and this is not it.
Mm.
Because non-duality, if you've heard it, cannot be, it's unspeakable, it's unknowable, it's unthinkable. Because there's not two. The mind creates the two-ness. In between mind and no mind, there's just an isness.
Yeah. 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 Um, 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 This happens a lot. Just
Hmm. It's anticlimactic for the mind because the mind wants the climax, right?
yeah, it's looking for the big boom. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
And
like
it's
the
looking.
boom is right here. The wow is right here. Not in the next, right? Wow, there's nothing to figure out. Boom, there's nothing to realize.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Jeez, what was I thinking?
yeah. I mean, it's yeah, yeah. It's funny how the things that can get you into this practice are the things that hinder it.
Yeah, yeah. Um, what's between who am I and who am I not? I'm reading your name there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's from that. I forgot about that. Yeah. Um, I mean, what comes up is just like should I be saying something?
You don't have to.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you don't have to. Right? Some of the one-on-ones that I have just goes quiet, and there's even a guy yesterday. He goes, Emerson, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
yeah,
Shut up, basically, right?
yeah. Wow, wow. Yeah, yeah.
It is just a long silence for like 30 minutes and like
Hmm. Yeah, that's a hang up for me.
what if that's just a belief? What's between belief and non-belief? The mind does try hard, right? If you notice,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's trying to look for a flaw or a hole in what this is. So he can enter
Yeah,
in and goes, aha, what I'm saying?
yeah, doubt,
Yeah,
doubt,
yeah, yeah.
constant doubt.
Totally, totally. Right. But the doubt just prepares you to go to the next, to create a conclusion again. So don't put it any landing, right? Any landing just creates another merry-go-round again. You're going around again. 10 years later, you're kind of like, I'm still listening to the podcast. Oh, there's Emerson again. What is he up to? That kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's this person that I was talking to. It was not as direct, right? But he spent a couple of years in just doing more shadow work and more radical stuff, basically. When he came back and the clarity is always just without language. It's like a sobriety. It's like you're drunk in your thoughts and then you go to bars, basically, when you do
Mm-hmm.
all of this stuff, right? And then you have now an intoxication of seeking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Because you get the kick.
you get the kick. Yeah. So you listen to podcast after podcast about what this is. Um, and then what you don't notice is the podcast is just like a bartender serving you shots of tequila when you're trying to get sober.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you go,
Yeah.
woohoo, and the come down is hard because you're like, oh, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're really the trap is actually the kind of the joy of it in a sense. The
It
kind of
is. Yeah.
spaciousness that can come with it. And
Yeah.
then my mind will hook onto it. So I have to keep going back again and again and again and again.
That's what it is. Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
go to that bar that promises me to be sober because I get drunk there.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then you read about or you hear about shadow work and you think, okay, yeah, and I notice just it begins to reinforce this an idea of progress or just
Yes,
like the stages, there's
yeah,
stages here and where am I in this, where am I
exactly.
in this stage, right?
Yeah.
So,
It's just a hyper self-improvement, right? It's just we're when a lot of people
mhm,
get into this into self-improvement, right? You're kind of like,
mhm,
oh, there's meditation. I can improve myself to be more Zen-like, or
mhm,
I'm going to bypass my anger, that kind of thing.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. And
I
it
have,
becomes hard to admit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we're trying to fix something in the past by maintaining a future. If I get into that realization, then my anger, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
is going to, but it's like building, blowing bubbles basically. It appears and it pops, right?
Mhm.
Looking for a permanent solution or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. And if you look at it, if we're really brutally just direct and honest, right? If all words are made up, then it's a guessing game.
Yeah.
Someone's guesses might resonate with you, but that's still a guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Out in the dark.
yeah, that's what it is. It's like selling sand in the desert, basically. Would you like
That's a sand.
it's just sand, yeah, it's everywhere in the
Yeah.
desert.
Yeah.
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 So what
Yeah.
this is it seems to be hidden because it's you can't even say it. It's everything and between everything and nothing. It's there.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's almost like we believe the nursery rhymes and the fairy tale books that we're reading, and then we're looking for that happily ever after, but that page is missing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's still always just this subtle sense of trying to get underneath something.
yeah,
That's
yeah. But what if that's just a belief? If you look at a belief, it's just a bunch of thoughts.
mhm.
And a belief, maintaining a belief becomes your sense of identity that there's something's missing. What if the default setting of the mind is that there's something missing? So the moment it comes in, it's always building a case that there's something missing.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah,
sort of cloud of
it
yeah.
is. It's like a sandstorm, basically.
Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
like it's um, complicating things and
Yeah.
trying to.
And it keeps on going
Oh,
for the next retreat, the next book, the next
yeah.
teacher, the next podcast, right?
Hmm.
When what is in the mind is just a podcast, it's a broadcast, you know what I'm saying? That is
Hmm.
that's fictional.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it's
Yeah. So what's in between the gap between two podcasts? It's those little holes, those little gaps in between. You know what I'm saying? That people always overlook, right? And it's almost like the key to clarity is that if you don't get caught up in the words, if you take everything as entertainment, then you see that it's all assumptions. But if you buy into it, then you go again into that narrative of a spiral, you know what I'm saying, or a rabbit hole of thinking. Kind of like what you said. Oh, I get into this, I get that, I get into this, and that.
mm,
There's nothing wrong with it if you see it as entertainment, but when you are, you know, But when you get hooked on it, that you're so hooked that you pay money to talk about it. I'm
Mhm.
saying, I'm a bad business person. I'm saying, when it's so clear that a speaker, a teacher is not needed, including me.
Yeah,
Yeah. That the wisdom of the ages, the wisdom of the sages, are really just kind of like what you said, just creates a trap.
yeah,
Yeah. Because now they're talking about their own belief of what this is. Even if they say that there's no one here, there's no self here to believe, that's still a belief.
yeah,
Yeah. Or if
yeah.
it lands to the seeker's ears, if they'll believe that.
It gets conceptualized.
It gets conceptualized. Yeah. So something gets lost in translation when the speaker, you know what I'm saying, narrates something to the seeker. And the seeker goes, oh yeah, that resonates well.
I can grab onto
I
that.
can grab onto that. Yeah. That's something that's my new identity now. Then I'll be a know me person now.
Hmm. Hmm.
They'll be a
Hmm.
who am I practitioner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's sugar coated, so
Yeah, it is. It is. And then you see all of the shiny, you know, like the sacred cows and the glittering, you know, like and then we bypass the story that they got cancer or you know what I'm saying, that life still happened to them. They're like,
yeah,
oh, they died glowingly and everything. They still had cancer, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. That's a coping mechanism.
It is, yeah. Or we bypass that they have slept around, you know what I'm saying, with their students, that kind of thing, right? It's we
Yeah,
pick and choose what we want to hear because now we have established a belief system.
yeah,
And the belief system becomes our identity, a sense of identity. I am a Buddhist. I am a practitioner. I am a
yeah.
radical non-dualist. I am this. I am that. I have a label now. And I have a community to support me. And I have people that I put on a pedestal
Hmm.
that proclaims that this is the truth. But the truth is just a word. And
Hmm.
all words are made up. So someone will say that this can't be known and they'll talk nonstop about it. If you say, show me this, they can't be known, they're like, well, maybe you have a contracted energy, or maybe you need to do more self inquiry. Then you'll get there. And then you go to retreats, you know what I'm saying? No
Yeah,
matter how uncomfortable it is. I was at a retreat one time that I just wanted to throw my meditation pillow to the teacher because
yeah,
I was just hurting. Like, oh my goodness, 6 hours I was sitting here. Or I went to one of those 10-day retreats, you know, that you have to be silent. And my
yeah,
mind just went haywire. And I thought that I was in a psychiatric ward, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. But even that can be, there's a story for that too.
Yeah,
In whatever circle you're in.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, my approach is just very direct. It's just ordinary guy here, right?
yeah.
I have my story, which is just a story about suffering and everything. And there's authenticity now, you know what I'm saying? I can say whatever I want.
Hmm.
I'm not in a performance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Nice shirt.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I feel like a little kid again, basically. Because this the spirituality becomes so serious, right? It's just,
Mhm.
and of course for a speaker, teacher to be respected, you have to be like, you know, with the beard, you know, and white hair and you know, resembling God basically.
Hmm. Hmm. The guru.
The guru, yeah, the guru look, right? So if you don't pass that vibe, then they pass you on basically.
Hmm. Yeah,
Some people think I'm in my 20s or 30s, but I'm in my 50s, right? So
yeah.
you look young too for 37. It's maybe the meditation helped with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we'll buy that. But yeah, yeah, I called myself a meditation junkie because it was 3 4 hours of meditation per day. You know, when
Really?
yeah, it's like when I was first doing it, I got to 10,000 hours of practice basically. So when I got to my 10th hours of practice, I'm like, maybe I'm going to take a meditation teacher training now. Then I gave up my career, and then of course, the quintessential tale of giving up everything,
Hmm.
your possessions, your family, your friends, all that kind of stuff, and being of service to deserve, you know what I'm saying, enlightenment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So you gave it up and started teaching.
that's right. Yeah. And of course, that doesn't go well
Yeah,
because
yeah. So,
it's like you're investing in a bank that is what do you call that again? A Ponzi scheme. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like I thought
yeah.
I had a lot of karma because I was doing selfless service nonstop, nonstop. So when the tragic, situations in life happens,
Hmm. Hmm.
then you're
So
trying to
you
withdraw. Kind of like I'm supposed to be at peace. Say I'm supposed to be enlightened. And
so
no,
you were feeling all this doubt, and it was pretty common,
yeah,
like
oh yeah,
explicit doubt in your minds, or
oh
was it more kind of insidious?
totally. It's got to be something, more than this. This is another trap. It's like I noticed that I went into that materialistic trap where I was just possessing, you know what I'm saying, collecting, hoarding material stuff, basically. And I thought I had to give it away. And then now I was hoarding spiritual stuff,
Hmm.
non-duality ideas, non-duality concepts, right? So the hoarding continued,
Hmm.
all to try to get rid of a thought, all to try to get rid of a mind that was never there in the first place. What I mean by that is what's between thoughts and no thoughts.
Hmm.
You can't say it.
No,
No.
yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
It's always the next thing.
If there's no next, if the next is a thought and the past is a thought, then it's got to be here. But you can't say even here because the mind will say it's not here. So it's between here and not here.
Um, hmm.
So what else have you done in seeking? You did a bunch of things probably. If you got here,
Yeah,
oh
yeah. Explore YouTube.
yeah,
That
yeah.
YouTube's
That's a big addiction for a lot of people.
big of a whole as a whole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
And that suggested videos, you just go into a rabbit hole after rabbit hole, right? You finish one and then there's another one. You're like, oh, I gotta save that. Or I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch that.
that will happen. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that will happen, and it's accompanied by you know strong feelings, and so that's what I've been noticing is just the sugar coated kind of addictive nature of it.
Yeah. It's candy for
That's
the mind,
something.
right? It's like it's very alluring, right? All of this talks about what this is because it
Hmm.
seems like that there's someone in a different plane than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like someone has achieved something that is beyond your reach, basically. And you want to get there. You want to get there. And it's so
Yeah.
convincing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But then there's just it keeps coming up as like, well, if I'm not doing that, what should I be doing? Or
That's going again. That's another kind of like invitation to go to the next.
yeah,
Yeah. It's almost like it's almost like the driver of the car just realized that it's a self-driving car. And then you're trying to go step on the brakes again, you know what I'm saying? And try
yeah,
to, you're like, oh, it's self-driving. It's been driving by itself this whole time.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. You see it?
Um,
It's just a flow. It's just a flow. There's really no next. It's just an illusory assumption based by the mind that's not there, based on words that's made up, based on language that's fabricated to create a narrative, a reality that appears in the next. But if
mm,
there is just a focal point at this moment without the past or the future, then there is a doing and non doing, basically, an effort and non efforting. It's in between that. It's almost like life is automatic, but we're trying to manually drive it. Or let's make that clear. Life is self driving, but we're trying to steer the wheel to left and right or wrong,
mhm,
or this or that, or basically.
mhm.
Kind of like that auto cruise, right? When you just let go of the wheel, then you can relax a little bit. You can put your hand behind your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even those are just thoughts.
Those are just beliefs again. See, we can't
Yeah.
get out of it. That's the thing. I'm trying to express this in a way that is clear, right? But the words get in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And notice there's what you're saying and then there's the underlying character of it.
Yeah. If we just fracture this moment into this instance, if you take away the past or the future, who are you? If you can't refer to language and words, who are you? Who are you without language? It's almost like the I am is a hindrance. It becomes an identity, even if the intention was not to be the identity. Even not the identity is still an identity. If you look at it, you can't get out of words. So even if you land at the I am, because I tried to practice the I am nonstop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I know what they're trying to say, but without the words I am or the belief. And it's such a flimsy illusion that all beliefs are made up of words and thoughts, right? But if you see that, then all beliefs are lies. Even non-belief is a belief.
Yeah.
Yeah. All dichotomies are made up. Much ado about nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a um, um huh, that's very fun. Huh.
The other day I was talking to this, I think like 30 years of awareness inquiry teacher, right? He just wanted to check me out. And then he went into this and he goes, Holy crow. He didn't say that, but he was like, shit, what am I going to do now? I've been a teacher for 30 years. And I'm like, what does a warden, a prison warden do when he realizes that he's in prison with the rest of the people that he's trying to guard? You get out and let all the people out. That's what I did was I just felt like I was keeping everybody from freedom, because I just kept on coming up with new belief systems and I would listen to all the other teachers. I'm like, I'm going to teach what this famous teacher is saying, what everybody's saying, right? Maybe that will set them free.
Mhm.
Um, and and although my realization, it seemed very genuine and like an awakening that was kind of like clear and everything. It got muddied as years went along with concepts and words and belief systems. And the mind is
Mhm.
such it always tries to compare to, right? I'm like, well, I'm not Adyashanti or Muji or anything. Then I kept on, so I went to see some of these teachers and hoping to get to the next level, right?
Mhm.
But it's just a
Mhm.
game. It's like Super Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's just
Yeah.
a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's like the ox herding pictures or something.
Yeah.
Hmm. Um, um, oh God, it's just like such a knot. It's just such a like the compulsion to jump in and like explain.
Yeah, I know. It is, but it's okay. It's okay because you know what? It's almost like when somebody's trying to sober up, there's a desire to get intoxicated again.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's just the struggle because I want to bring that up, talk about that.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. But go ahead.
Okay.
It's like talking about a dream you had last night and trying to go back to it to resolve what was in the dream last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you just woke up.
Oh, yeah. Um,
That's what I was doing too when this clarity just hit me. I was just like, what? I'm like, oh shit. Oh my goodness. I could not even, you know what I'm saying? Go into a full because it just fell apart. Because when you see that the I, John, or whoever, you know what I'm saying, is also just a thought. It's also just a belief. Your whole identity is just a bunch of beliefs. If you take away the past or the future, where's the identity? And the question would be, is it just really just all thoughts? Well, if you answer that yes or no, those are still thoughts.
yeah.
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 The doubter will say, well, I doubt that it's just all thoughts. That's still a thought. You can't get out,
Yeah.
but you can see through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
So how close are you are to the Vancouver Islands?
I'm about a few kilometers. It's like you can see Victoria from not too far away. It's probably 10 kilometers total.
Oh wow. I'm going there in October.
Oh, Victoria.
I have a last retreat. Yeah, it's called the last retreat. It's
Oh,
for those seekers that just it's just very persistent basically in seeking. People
uh-huh.
think that they would have to see the person live, you know what I'm saying, to be able to. Some people refuse to watch the videos because they're like, I just, you know, I sometimes say, would you like to do a one-on-one first? You know what I'm saying? If they have a lot of questions about it.
Hmm.
But sometimes
Hmm.
when you do the one-on-ones, it ends. They don't go to the retreat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's there's a lot of seekers in the West Coast, much more than the East Coast. Like for example, in um, I have a wait list for the West Coast thing. For the Toronto one,
Hmm.
it was just really small group basically, right? It was 15.
Yeah.
In the West Coast, like 100 or something. So
Right. Okay, I'm from Toronto, so
you're from Toronto?
yeah.
I am in Toronto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right on. Okay,
Whereabouts in
amazing.
Toronto?
Toronto Island.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
So are
very
you in the
lucky.
States right now or are you still in Canada?
Yeah, I'm in the States
You're in the
now.
States. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Yeah.
Moved for work 3.5 years ago. So
I see.
yeah, yeah.
I love my favorite island is what is it again? Tofino. I love Tofino.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it's so magical. You know what I'm saying? There's just something about that island. The
Yeah.
tacos are great too.
Are they? I've actually never been. So
Oh, you should. You should. You should. It's
yeah.
it's like a little surf place. Um, there's a lot of yoga studios. There's beautiful views, a beautiful beach. The tacos are great, right? So
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, there's just something about the place that's beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Heard of it. That's surfing, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to be a surfer. You can just stay in Do you surf sometimes?
Mhm. No, not really.
You have
Once or
surfing
twice.
lessons too. What's that?
Once or twice in my life.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's beautiful. So
Hmm.
how do you like it there? Must be beautiful where you are too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool for sure.
Yeah.
Um it's miss the family and friends sometimes.
So they're in Toronto. Whereabouts? It's from.
Where was I living?
Hmm.
I was like right downtown, like near
Downtown.
St. Lawrence Market area.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's a really good neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm in Young and Eglinton.
Oh, Young and Eglinton?
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
they done the crosstown yet? No. Ah, jeez. That's such
I
a
like it.
fun.
It's more quiet. I like walking. So there's this beautiful park where there's a off leash dog park that is just massive, massive. You can walk for a
Mhm.
couple of hours, right? So
Oh, really? Up
yeah,
there?
yeah.
I went to
It's
high
beautiful. It
school.
goes up and down. It's a Sherwood Park.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay.
And it connects to Lawrence Park, which is another big park, right? So if you do that whole circuit, it's about 2 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Although it's too humid now, my dog just flops on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it gets too
Yeah.
hot, right? Okay, no, no. You just have to play with me inside, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
spoiled.
Lucky dog.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm home the whole time, right? Because I do this from home, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, so we go for lots of walks too. Yeah. So
Hmm. Hmm.
what's there to do in your island? Is there lots of things, or is it more isolated?
It's a little more, I mean, it gets crazy in the summer for sure.
Yeah.
Quite busy. Um, I don't do a whole lot these days. I just work and go on a lot of walks. Um, there's some hiking.
Yeah,
It's very much like a wet. It's like extremely rainy in the
like a
winter.
rainforest, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then it's a lot like Vancouver Island, you
yeah,
know. It's really windy in the summer, in the winter, and then the summer's just like boom, like
everyone's
sunny.
there.
Yeah, yeah. So there's lots of hiking and walking and
Did you go to the Toronto Zen Center near Spadina? Is that where you went when you were doing your Buddhist
no.
thing?
And when I was in Toronto, like I wasn't really practicing. That was
Oh,
about
okay,
3 years ago. Yeah.
okay.
So I know the center you're talking about.
Yeah, I was inquiring about being a monk. You know what I'm saying? How to
Yeah,
be a monk. Yeah,
yeah, I never went that way.
yeah,
Never went that hard.
yeah. No, I was
Mm.
one of those, hardcore seekers, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
when I heard about, I think the first things that I encountered was Eckhart, and then similar to everybody else, right? A Course in
Mm-hmm.
Miracles, and I just went full on, right? I'm like, okay, I want what he has, basically, kind of
Okay.
narrative. Yeah,
Yeah. I've never looked at his stuff. So
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's such a confounding process, if you want to call it that.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Just
is. Yeah. It's just really, if it's almost like a reorientation.
hmm
It's almost like a um, reconfiguring. It's almost like a reboot. It's like your computer, your CPU, what I'm saying, your operating system has been running a program that's not
yeah.
necessary, basically. And it just
Yeah.
keeps on creating all of this, it's like a keeps on multiplying, and then your computer's not running properly anymore because all you can do is just seeking. Um,
hmm
so
hmm
this is almost like a control alt delete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just
yeah,
relax.
yeah,
Yeah. It's
yeah.
it's hard. I mean, it really like once it takes a hold, it's
It's like a virus if you look at it, a computer virus, right? It's hard to get
yeah.
rid of. You're trying to do this, trying to do that,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
you click onto another virus, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, well, I mean, I get caught up in this idea of progress. I mean, or
yeah,
getting somewhere of like, well, what am I without this stuff? Or,
yeah,
then I'm
yeah,
just doing nothing.
yeah. What are you without this stuff?
Yeah. Um, and like inquiry can get it just begins to take on that flavor of grasping or seeking and like, even to say that is pretty frustrating because it
Yeah,
just
yeah,
it just feels deflating.
yeah. I
Uh,
did. I did self inquiry for a long time too, and
yeah.
then so I was always saying, "Who am I? Who am I? Who am I?" And I would write down, what I'm saying, pages and pages and pages, like of who am I, and I would write a whole bunch of narratives, and then it would give me like a second of peace or whatever, and then I would do it again. So
Yeah.
it's almost like a bait. You know what I'm saying? There's this
hmm
constant, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I've been doing this practice for about 10 years now, and
hmm
I'm still, and then everybody that I know, that it's just no one ever gets free, right? It's almost like uh, it's like a utopian version of spirituality. No, dystopian. It's hopeless,
hmm
right? It's
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, there's moments, there are days and even weeks of yeah, real love and clarity.
yeah.
But um
Then you want more of that.
yeah,
Yeah,
you do. And it might not be an explicit wanting. And
yeah,
so that it can be hard to admit. Um,
yeah.
but it's
Because
there.
I was on that wave for quite a while, right? You're right. There are, beautiful moments of compassion and love and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm feeling kind of like a wellness or something.
And creativity, just
Yeah,
deep, deep,
yeah, yeah.
just this wellspring of it.
But it also At the same time, it also creates almost like a narrative.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something to strive, something to figure out and strive towards, even when it
that's right.
doesn't feel that way. It's happening.
Yeah,
So it's just creating its own suffering in a sense. And like that's hard. It's hard
it
to,
creates that dichotomy, that oppositeness, basically, of like, okay, well, I was really creative. Then I have to do more inquiry. Then I have to do this, and to a point
yeah.
that you're just so and again, there's nothing wrong with it. I've seen people that are also great with it, right?
Hmm.
To say right or wrong is just creating another belief. Um, but when
Yeah.
but when the seriousness to tackle it basically lands, then that's when the issue happens.
You mean yeah, when it
Yeah,
becomes a problem or like,
that's right.
yeah,
When it
yeah.
becomes kind of like my this is my new goal kind of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And those aren't for me are not stated like I don't have I might not have those direct thoughts, but it seems behavior is indicative of that.
yeah.
Um,
I went from a self-loathing, just angry, passive aggressive, kind of like self-destructive character at the end of my spirituality, and could not find any peace in that anymore because I thought I lost all of that stuff, no matter how much self-inquiry I was doing, because I was just really stuck in the mind, and the mind was very dominant in creating this
mhm.
narrative that I've lost my way kind of thing. And no
And
amount no amount of practices was working for me anymore. It's like when the drugs are not working anymore. It's good for quite
mhm,
a while. You know what I'm saying? You get you get
mhm.
you get high, and then you become a dealer of it, and then you're now dipping in your own supply.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
This struggle that often comes up is just when it does get bad,
Yeah.
then there's that mind thing that says, okay, you're exhausting the seeker or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. When
everything,
things go
every
bad,
little
just
bit.
go directly at it. It doesn't have to be changed. It doesn't have to be rejected or accepted. So it's between acceptance or rejection.
Yeah, just um hmm,
Because I used to go into a panic and like, okay, how come I'm reacting to, for example, when you hear that someone in your family is sick, right? Or someone had like a brain surgery or something, my mom.
mhm.
I'm like, I'm not supposed to react in this. I'm supposed to. And then, but of course, you want to cry, and, that's your mom. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so I was almost like bypassing everything. Let me just do some more self inquiry, right? When we were at the hospital, and my mom was in the surgery room, and the surgeon said that, you can say goodbye to her now. My entire three of my brothers and my sister were like falling apart crying, and here I was trying to maintain what's self inquiry, when I should
Mhm.
just be falling apart too, when I should be crying. That's my mom,
Yeah,
you
you
know what I'm
should
saying?
be with your mom.
But I
Yeah.
was just so caught up in the image now, that
Mhm.
I am realized, or whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And that bites you at the end, because you can't get it off your mind now, rather than the release of it. In between acceptance and rejection, if you cry ugly, if you're sobbing, that's okay.
yeah. Yeah.
But because we have this perceived image of what it is like to be zen or enlightened or awakened, almost stoic and peaceful, whatever seems to be happening, so you're trying to maintain that facade in your head, even though my
Hmm.
brothers and my sister did not care. You know what I'm saying? The
Hmm.
performance was taken even to the family. Like I had now a new identity, that progress idea, that now I am awakened, or now I am realized that, and I'm at peace with this, when really I just wanted to, cry out my eyes,
Hmm.
and hug my brothers and say, and join them in their crying, right? But
Hmm.
my mom was okay, by the way. But yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it can almost be the other way for me,
Yeah.
um, really wanting to feel and sometimes feeling,
That you have to feel.
yeah,
Yeah.
or cut off from the full thing, the
Yeah.
big, kind
And again, it's what's in between acceptance and rejection. So whatever shows up, shows up. You see what I'm trying to say?
of. Um, 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 so,
Because wanting
um,
to feel or not to feel is just the same, the same side of the
yeah,
same coin, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the whole thing is um, um, like there's just always something right here, and it's not, it's like, it doesn't, it's like so much more than, it's like, oh my God, it's like, um, um, like, so, um, hmm, hmm. Um, I, yeah, like I like, there's just so much here already. And like, it's like so much bigger than like, than like this or that. It's like every,
Exactly. Yeah,
like right
yeah.
in between. And it doesn't really like have to, like, it's not
It
this.
doesn't have to be one way or the other.
It's like, it's like, holy shit, like,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then what'll come up like right now, for example, is just like there's still a mind thing happening, but like that's just happening.
That's
That's
cool.
not,
Yeah, that's all right.
yeah, 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 okay. Like, like, yeah, that's kind of it. Right? It's like, but it's uh um um yeah, like always like trying to get somewhere, but like it's actually um
Yeah, you're
what the
catching
fuck?
it, right? It's always
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like someone's telling me it's like a bus that keeps on stopping and waiting for you to get off, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
But
mean,
the bus will just keep on
I
coming
mean,
back, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It just gets
yeah,
you into
sure.
this rotunda, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah, yeah. I mean,
want to go on a mind trip?
yeah, 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 here you go. Yeah, here you
Yeah.
go. So forgiving in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this is,
Yeah,
you know, this is the unconditional love that cannot be spoken of, right? It's just in between acceptance and rejection.
yeah,
Yeah. The tendency of teachings is to go one or the other, accept it or reject it. You know what I'm saying? But the bus that stops is the same, you know, it's also acceptance and rejection. Will just keep on taking you.
I mean, just
And it will
define.
go to, and it will go to, well, I don't accept this now. And then you went to another bus, you know what I'm saying?
But
It's just,
all of that's just like what's happening.
yeah.
It's like, and it has its own quality.
It's
It
almost
has
like
a
it's just
really
all
direct quality.
innocence if you look at it. It's all innocence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like it's in like the not knowing it, like the like like I just like it's just like there's something like right here, and
Yeah.
like words just like like
Yeah.
um
It,
but like even to say that is just
yeah.
doing it again. Like it's not, there's just always something that's like here.
Yeah.
Um yeah, like I don't like, but even to think like I get it, it's just another
It's
thing
just
that
another thing.
it
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
keeps happening and happening and happening
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
happening and happening. And like that's like, but like even to say that is to
No, no,
like
it's like a flow of happening that's not even happening.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And again, there's just more thoughts about that again, right?
Yeah, 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 no, absolutely. And like, but that's interesting because there's like this, like, there's this underlying dissatisfaction with that, with feeling just like the like glomming onto stuff. Like I'm just this is just coming up right now, but like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
like of like getting something actually has a quality of like
Well, that's the
uh
same thing as mini addiction. That's the
yeah,
same thing as the next shot or the next line or the next shiny
yeah,
thing, right? This
yeah,
is it's getting something, right? So see to see if inherently the mind is always trying to, it's always going to be dissatisfied, and the satisfaction is getting in something. So dissatisfaction, satisfaction, desire that just keeps on going around and around. But even no
yeah.
desire is a desire. So you can't get
Uh-huh,
out of it, right? It just
uh-huh.
keeps on, if you got it, then you will lose it.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
get the
yeah,
hit, then the hit will
yeah,
wear off,
yeah.
basically.
What the? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like it's amazing because I just don't get like I don't get it. But
No,
like
no,
I
I
don't
don't get
like
it too, to be
yeah,
honest with you, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
if you hear my talk, like I think it's someone said it's really rare that someone goes, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Because what I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about, everything that I've ever said or anyone has ever said is a fabrication. It just
Yeah,
appears as a dualistic exploration of right, correct, or not correct. But
yeah,
correct or not correct are both ideas.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
True
But
or
I know,
false are both words. They're
yeah.
made up, right?
I'm just like noticing how there's just a sense of that this is supposed to go a certain way.
Because again, it's just another next, right? Another feeding to the next. There's just another bus that's going. There should be something that goes another way. It
Yeah,
will keep on appearing in different narratives or different idea or different senses, even if you're sensing something, that sense of identity is just a bunch of beliefs based on how
hmm,
much past you have um, learned about this. For example, there's a guy that has just browsing through YouTube, that's never heard of spirituality, never had any practices, is in his 20s, basically never heard of non-duality, has not heard any Buddhist or anything like that, just curious to see, saying, oh, why does this guy have a lot of subscribers, and watch the videos basically, and goes, what are these instant awakening? So I had a guy like that last week, and it was so instantaneous for him, right? It was just almost like a minute into the conversation. He goes, oh, okay, okay. Because our words made up. That's all he asked. I'm like, find me a word that's not made up. And he goes, oh. And that was it.
hmm,
Going to the very root of it, right? Rather than, discussing about how this should be. Because if you look at it, it's just borrowed from a past, your idea about this, or your even sense of it. Because if you did not know about this, if somebody tells you in a way, really, really clearly and directly,
yeah,
yeah, that it cannot be said. Does that make sense? So someone that has never really encountered this kind of inquiry or meditation or ideas about non-duality or awareness, consciousness, radical, anything, is coming from a clearer space. They don't have a lot of baggage, right?
hmm,
Yeah,
hmm, absolutely.
yeah, yeah. It took me 10 years to get clear again, right? Because my timeline is off. I don't know how long really, but for quite a while, right? Um,
So you
I'm
say
in
10 years,
I'm in
10
my
years.
50s now, so I don't know. My severe seeking started around late 20s. So it's like almost 30 years of doing this basically, right?
Hmm.
10 years of it was teaching, uh, and then followed by a downfall from teaching.
Yeah. And
And
for how long were you unhooking? Like you said 10 years?
yeah, even when I was teaching midway or even earlier, for the first 2 years, the doubts started coming in. I'm like, did I really wake up, or do I just think that? Did I just buy into another idea again? Am I in a cult of my own thinking?
Hmm.
I'm like, no, it can't be, but it's supported by all of this great, sages and everything. I have a lineage that goes all the way back and everything. And I'm like, but if I have done everything, I'm the kind of person that is intense. You know what? I want something, I go intensely, like no stones left unturned, kind of like person.
Hmm.
I'm like, if I have done everything that is required for me to do, how come like something's not making sense? And then I started noticing that people are coming with the same suffering over and over and over again. I was helping, at-risk youth, and their addictions just kept on coming back, coming back. I thought that I would sober them up or something with teaching this.
Hmm.
Then I would hear that someone's back on heroin or crystal meth or something.
Hmm.
And then I realized, am I doing this now? Because I was in the selfless service, kind of like, liberation kind. If I teach people to be selfless and serve others, they'll be awake, basically. And I added like, inquiry there, all of these teachers, basically, I put together, and I was doing too much, basically. Um, and then no one was awakening, no one was being free from the mental construct of continuously trying to improve themselves. They would have a moment of clarity or sobriety, and then off they go back into addictions again. And I see seeking just as the same. I had experience with a lot of kids that had addictions, uh, and it's the same thing over and over and over again.
Hmm.
So what if you stop taking the bus? The bus of doubt, the bus of desire, the bus of the next, the bus of any bus. The bus driver will say, "There's something better than this." You know what I'm saying? And then you just see that it's just, or there's something, um, there's another level to this, or there's another thing, right? It's just you go around the bus again, only to end up in the same place. What if that place is not really a place that you're really looking for, but they here and not here, between this and not this, in between this is it, and this is not this, this is not it. So the intoxication of this is it or this is not it starts dissipating. It weakens that hold, basically. And you don't even notice that you're not watching or listening to podcasts anymore about this.
Hmm.
Then life becomes more of a free falling rather than looking for a landing. It's like jumping off an airplane without a parachute because there's no landing.
Hmm.
It's like you're afraid to jump off the plane because you're like, but where's the parachute? And then everybody's saying to you, but there's no parachute.
Hmm.
But they don't explain that there's no landing. So life just becomes a free fall or a flow, basically.
Hmm.
Eventually you get your hands off the steering wheel. Eventually the bus will keep on coming, but just, you know what I'm saying? But you don't go in it anymore. the bus of progress, the bus of this, right?
Mm.
So the control weakens and weakens. And again, this might sound like a carrot again, so forgive me. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just
No, no.
life just becomes as is. How simple it is or how crazy it is. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My dad told me this tale, because I'm a simple man. So, but man is uh, always wanting what is not. When it's hot, it wants it cold. When it's cold, it wants it not.
Mm.
And if you look at the word human, it's a Sanskrit word, really. Man, mantra. This means mind. So we're mankind.
Mm.
But if you take away all that labels, all of that mantras, all of that thing, and how will your life be without the influence of language? When you just see it as just a functional tool, basically, for getting it from A to B. What do I need to do for tonight? What do I need for tonight for my dinner? That kind of that's functional. Rather than when can I have the eternal bliss that everyone promises?
Mm.
It's just another version of heaven, paradise with 20 virgins or something. I don't know. It's always in the next, the
Yeah,
next, the next, right?
whatever.
You just buy into a new belief system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Seeking,
What's that?
seeking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it seeking? What's seeking what? What is seeking? If our words are made up, what's there to seek? Seeking is just in the realm of words.
Just yeah, real quiet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. No,